This title is narrated with virtual voice, computer-generated narration for audiobooks. A Beginner's Guide to Celtic Spirituality by Neve Sullivan. Introduction. Celtic spirituality is the spirituality of the edge of the world. It's the spirituality that stands on wind-swept rocky shores, gazing westward to the open, stormy sea. It acknowledges that edge place in our hearts where time meets eternity, where words fade off into silence, and where heaven silently gazes into the turmoil of earthly life. Carl McColman. This is the first in a series of books on Celtic wisdom for modern life. The goal of the collection is to foster a sense of continuity with the past, to develop an appreciation for ancient wisdom to help us in our lives today, and to emphasize the importance of community. It aims to establish a link with the therapeutic aspects of Celtic wisdom, including new respect for and connection with the natural world. In the last 300 years, an enormous Scottish, Irish, and Welsh diaspora emigrated to the New World to escape famine and poverty. Now their descendants seek to understand their Celtic roots and deepen their connection to their ancestral past. Regardless of whether or not we personally claim Celtic ancestry, many of us are drawn to the elements and symbols inherent in Celtic spirituality and seek to understand it. We may, like so many in the modern world, feel a sense of exile from an actual or metaphorical homeland, where the dense forests whisper sacred secrets of wisdom and wonder. Living in modern, urban settings, our very bones eventually begin to dry out if we are surrounded only by a parched desert of concrete, man-made structures, with no iota of green, and when we engage only in humdrum, mundane activities that do not slake our deep thirst for meaning. We are not meant to simply plod along in a world devoid of artistic inspiration, disconnected from our own creative depths and from the natural world. We are meant to mine the deep seams of connection with our roots, to hold our heads up with an alert presence, and sniff at the air to catch a whiff of magic. These books intend to turn to this ancient past to help and inform people who are looking for a deeper meaning in life. By understanding the roots of Celtic culture, it is possible to apply that knowledge to modern life. The demands of the everyday can be so overwhelming that we lose touch with our instinctual natures and our ancient origins. How do we get back to a relationship with nature and wisdom? Below, we consider how we might do just that. Our connection to nature. If we live in exile from the natural world and any sense of the sacred or deeper meaning in life, then vital parts of our deepest selves begin to wither. What may start as irritability or a vague discontent and ennui can lead into a more serious depression if we do nothing to staunch this loss of life essence. When this is the case, we have forgotten where we came from, and the only remedy is to dig the moist, loamy soil with our bare hands if need be, to get back to our roots. Our connection with the wild, sleeping out under the stars until we have reacquainted ourselves with both the light and the shadow side of our lives. The ancient Celts understood this, and it formed an intrinsic part of their spirituality. As humans, we generally believe that we are the most important beings on earth. This is damaging and harmful, as our belief in our importance has disconnected us from our natural environment. Because of our exceptionalist mindset, biologist Edward O. Wilson suggests that we are, as a species, contemptuous towards lower forms of life. Wilson, 2017, 1. Such attitudes are dangerous, and they threaten our very survival. In recent times, due to colonial redistribution of people, habitat loss, climate change, and pollution, we have left no ecosystem free from our damaging influence. All of this has been caused by humanity's disregard for its environment. Lynch, 2023. Daily, most of us do not intentionally harm the natural surroundings in which we live. However, we often fail to appreciate the beauty and importance of the world. Have you ever walked through a forest, engrossed in your phone, failing to take notice of the earthly beauty that surrounds you? Maybe you have been on a walk.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.